Hello, good afternoon, namaste, namaskara, chennai gidara, sasrikal, salam alaikum to all the participants across the country and across the world. Welcome to IIT Demoday. We begin with a clip of our president of IIT Startups, Vidyut Parekh.
Good afternoon. I'm glad you can join us today. I am Vidyut Parekh, President of IIT Startups. We are a not-for-profit startup accelerator. It is the brainchild of Monishi Shannal. He was told by the VCs that the IITians are second to none when it comes to technical skills, but have some difficulty getting funding due to lack of sales and marketing expertise. His response was to start this organization in 2018, not knowing how things might unfold, but with the firm conviction and can-do commitment to help and prepare the next generation of entrepreneurs from IITs. Several of the Bay Area IIT entrepreneurial fraternity pitched in with their hard work and dedication to this organization and its laudable vision. I would like to recognize past presidents, Monishi Shannal and Manoj Goel, past cohort chairs, Sudhir Kadam and Gyani Palanikumar, and many others for their foresight, leadership, and selfless efforts to make this fledgling endeavor a successful reality. At the point of special emphasis, we are a not-for-profit accelerator helping startup founders. We take programmatic approach to training founders of early-stage companies in raising capital. All of us, the coaches, the mentors, the panelists, the members of the leadership team, volunteered their time and effort to make this endeavor possible. Initially, we were focused on early-stage startups from San Francisco Bay Area. All our events were held in person. The coaching and mentoring were also in person. With the pandemic, we went virtual with Cohort 5, though still focused on startups from the Bay Area. We found that we adapted very well to the virtual platform and decided to go global starting Cohort 6. We did, however, do separate demo days for the US and the India at different times, making it convenient for the local investors. To address the tremendous interest in our program from India, starting Cohort 8, we are having parallel programs both in US and India. In the last 3 years, we have graduated 91 companies in 7 cohorts. These companies belong in a diverse industries. While many of them are enterprise tech, we have companies in AI/ML, fintech, insurance tech, IoT, healthcare, and transportation. We have also had companies doing space technology as well as sports tech. Most of our cohort companies have been successful in raising capital. In Cohort 6, one of the companies didn't present because their funding round was already closed. Similarly, in Cohort 7, Vectorly didn't present because they were being acquired during the cohort itself. 8 of our companies have already been acquired. Many have crossed 1 million ARR mark and have either raised Series A or in the process of raising Series A. Here is a list of institutional investors who have attended our previous demo days. Our sponsors have boosted our efforts in meaningful ways. We have some sponsors who contributed towards operating capital. Some provided us space for holding our events, and others offered various services. We thank them immensely for their contributions. We are expanding on this front and would like to add more sponsors to help amplify our initiatives. Please reach out to me or the organizers if you are interested in supporting our efforts. I look forward to hearing from you. Some of the funds have dedicated funding for investing in our companies. True Blue Partners and Motwani Jadeja Foundation are to name two of them. With the success and distinction IIT Startup have had in 4 short years since its inception in 2018, and the support it has received, we are bullish on its prospects. We strongly believe IIT Startups is poised for further growth and success, but it is only possible with your continued support. So I ask you for help in spreading the word about us. Here's what you can do. Ask early stage startups to apply for the next cohort. Volunteer as a mentor or a coach or a panelist. You do not need to be an IIT graduate to do so. Become a sponsor and contribute in any way you can. Connect with me or the organizers of this event to figure out how. Let me conclude my remarks by thanking all of you once again for your enthusiastic support and taking time from your busy schedules to participate today in this demo day. Thank you.
Thank you, Vidyut. Vidyut is 1981 batch from IIT Kharagpur, a good friend for all of us. Next on the line would be the cohort summary and the cohort chair. My name is Murli. Of a total of 100 odd applicants, shortlisted to 50, then to 14, 8 will be presenting today. What did they go through? They went through an entire package, starting with weekly sessions on Fridays, where they had to make pitches. If it's a Friday, it must be IIT Startup Day. They had master classes on Saturday. Focus was on finance and marketing, which is what we felt IIT startups were weak at. There were series of workshops with standard formats for go-to-market, sales funnel, building funding models, backed up by role plays of investors, angel investors, clients, so that the teams become sensitive to what the real world is like. There were one-on-one mentors. Yes, each team had a mentor which guided them towards building the business model. And then we had the panel experts. This is clearly a differentiator compared to the other accelerator programs, where you have experts like Goel from corporate, Anuradha Shankar from IIT as a CEO, Sanjay Nagi, Ashok, Sanjeev as marketing gurus, youngsters like Subodh as tech experts, RV and KV as finance experts, PKG and Rajiv as investors themselves, and Gautam as complete specialists in hospitals and healthcare. These experts continue to give valuable feedback, often every week, so that the business model, the concepts were finely tuned so as to culminate in this demo day. What are the modalities today? You, the audience, will have 3 opportunities to interact with the teams. First is the pitch, 4 minutes crisp. You'll have a pop-ups. On the pop-up, you can choose to give feedback straight away. You'll get links. I repeat, you'll get links in the chat box for breakout rooms where you can go deeper into what really the teams want to explain or answer you. And if you don't have time today, we'll give you a link for Calendly. Repeat, a link for Calendly will come in the chat box so that you can fix a meeting for tomorrow. Which are the teams coming in today? We have 8 of them, as varied as spices. Yes, we have a team for spices, for civil, for electric vehicles, fintech, exams, coaches, electrics, and environment. So without much ado, let us get off the mark. Coming in first, civil is an industry which always booms. Multi-billion dollar, it is plagued with productivity issues at grassroots levels. What if there's a simple solution by which productivity at site level was completely improved? Startup Cognizant, Rajkumar.
$10 trillion is the annual spend on construction globally every year. Clearly, construction matters for the global economy, but the sector has a track record of poor productivity. Hi, I'm Rajkumar from Cognizant, and we build solutions that simplify the construction operations for our clients. Now, we have been in this industry and we've tried to shortlist the top 3 challenges that we would like to understand and address. These include coordination challenges, where more than 50 agencies with independent agencies working together at the same time, and costly machinery sliding idle up to 30% of the time, costing you money, and poor quality of the work leads to rework costing almost 20% of your cost overruns. Clearly, multiple studies have suggested, and we have all experienced personally, the challenges of this, and we believe this is the problem worth solving, and that's what we are focusing on. We are building a simple to use mobile app that will be useful for the construction worksite team to manage the day-to-day operations. These will cover the various gamut of the operations, including quality, resources, risk, schedule, contracts, and material management. And all of this data is collected and presented on a default dashboard for the management to review the project progress. We also give an APIs for them if they have already invested in their own ERPs or other MIS tools. We believe this is a booming industry, which is yet to open up with the coming in of the mobile phones. This sector is expected to boom. We have classified our customers based on their various roles that they play, and we have done a bottom-up estimation of the market size for the contracting industry. And as we believe the conservative estimate of the TAM is 12,000 crores, with 3,070 crores being the SAM and the SOM. Now, we have been able to get to the market. This industry is a bit conservative, and we believe in the direct sales approach is the best one, which is working at this point of time. And we are focusing on Mumbai, Bengaluru, NCR, and Chennai. And with the other cities coming in the later stage, we had customers like DLF, Vermilion, and L&T across the various customer segments, which gives us the confidence that there is a traction in the market. We are aware of the competition in the market, but we believe our bottoms-up approach of empowering the worksite team gives us a definite edge compared to the competitors. Just to give an example of Procore, QuickSpec, Falconbeck, we constantly monitor them and we benchmark ourselves against them. We believe the future of the construction is going to be digital, and we want to be there and make it easy for the clients to adopt. For us, it's got 2 benefits. One is it helps us to earn more per site wherever we have got an entry, so that our MRR and long-term value of the customer can be improved. And also, this can be a clear mode that we can ensure that the customers come to us back. For the customer, we are making it simple to adopt all these technologies without having to make an investment in the CapEx, because we're given a subscription model and they don't have to invest on the CapEx. And also, we are building it both in-house as well as partnership with other vendors. So this is where we are, and this is where we need the further thing. And just coming to the next thing is about our team, which is what makes the difference. I'm Rajkumar. I've got experience in implementing technology initiatives for construction companies. Smita has experience in implementing software and managing the teams. Sashi brings in a track record of heavy construction exposure, and Satya is our man we can count on for our hardware development that we are targeting. To accelerate our growth, we are seeking 440 lakhs INR as an investment, and we have made our financial projections based on the realistic plans that we have made, and that is, we are expecting 52 lakhs to be done in the 23-24, going always up to 11.88 CR by 26-27. And the investment that we are asking is primarily going to go into the product development, business development, and people, building the great team so that we can go ahead and do these things and take it to the market. Just to summarize, we are Cognizant. We built solutions that simplify the construction operations, and we are looking at expanding our product offerings, and we look forward to connecting with the investors who see our product value in our product approach, and we'll be glad to connect with you. These are our coordinates, and look forward to answering all your queries. Thank you.
You'd have seen a pop-up come on your screen. Simple 2 questions, no commitments, just a strong feedback. We encourage you to answer this pop-up. In the chat box, you would have seen 2 links. One for the breakout room, in case you want to ask Rajkumar more questions on the product straight away. We also have a Calendly link in case you want to talk to the team after days, a couple of days. Now let's move on. Coming on next, the mobility space is going through the kinds of changes unimagined before. E-vehicles is a norm. And in that norm, components and ECUs have become very significant. What if there was an intelligence for efficient EV powertrain? Harshad from e-vehicle mobility.
When a world is moving towards electric vehicles, the engine controller unit, or ECU, the most important component of IC engine powertrain, is conspicuous by its absence in electric vehicle. We at e-vehicle mobility have a solution, an intelligence for efficient powertrain. This is Harshad presenting you on this topic today. OEMs working in EV development and manufacturing face mainly 3 types of issues: the technical expertise required for the powertrain integration, longer time to market, which ends up in a high vehicle development cost. The most likely solution is intelligence in a powertrain integration, and we call it Vehicle Controller Unit, or VCU. Let's see how it works and where it sits inside a vehicle. When we say a powertrain of electric vehicle, we mainly think of a motor, battery pack, and motor controller. However, there are so many other critical subsystems, such as the thermal management unit, the onboard charger, fast charging interface, and even the instrumentation cluster display. They all need to work in tandem with each other for safer and efficient vehicle operation. And this is where the VCU comes into the picture as centralized processing unit, or the brain of an electric vehicle. On top of these basic functionalities, we have also added some unique utilities, such as real-time payload monitoring, which helps improve vehicle dynamics and vehicle safety. Our VCU is also capable of acting as a secondary protection for a battery over the top of existing battery management system. The telemetry enables our VCU to give over-the-air firmware updates to any other subsystem of a EV, even if the vehicle is outside the factory. As a consequence, we are significantly better in these 4 parameters compared to our competitors like Dana or Bosch and other local design houses like AEM EV and SolarEdge e-mobility. To get a confidence on this project, we have already built the alpha version of a VCU and tested it on road for over 1,000+ kilometers with a 3-wheeler electric cargo vehicle. Right now, we are at pilot phase. We are integrating a beta version of our VCU with one of the potential OEM customers' electric truck. As a GTM, we have bifurcated our customers into two segments. In a first phase, we are targeting OEMs involved in a new electric vehicle, cargo and commercial vehicles development. We will go for a retrofitment OEM in a latter phase. We are also exploring strategic partnership with tier 1 OEM suppliers for greater OEM ecosystem accessibility. The total global VCU market is expected to reach 10 billion by 2030. If we take a look at our focus market, which is the domestic EV trucks below 10 ton and electric buses below 12-meter length in segment, in this segment in previous financial itself, over 500,000 vehicles were sold in India. With a conservative estimate of overall 20% conversion into electric vehicle for this segment, the total domestic VCU market for next 3 years itself will be 30 million, out of which we are targeting revenue of $4 million USD by the end of 2026. This is our founding team. Myself, Harshad, have worked in a cutting-edge lithium-ion battery technology and EV powertrains, which has given me deeper insight into vehicle integration as well as vehicle safety. More importantly, we have veterans like Srikant and Sanjay from automotive industry on our team with expertise in vehicle integration, vehicle dynamics, and vehicle testing. To reach the next milestones, we are raising a seed fund of 340,000 USD, majority of which will be utilized for develop the software stack, further optimizing the hardware, establishing manufacturing supply chain, and achieve 1.6 million annual revenue by the end of next 24 months. We will go for further scale up round, entering into retrofitment of off-highway vehicles with VCU as a central unit. Our intention is to make EV smarter, safer, and efficient, not different than what ECU did in case of IC engine vehicle, but with the features which are non-existent in today's market. Contact me, Harshad Bokil, for further discussion. Thank you.
The pop-up screen is on. We encourage you to give feedback. It would help the society as a whole improve if there's some feedback on e-vehicles. In the chat box, you'll have a Zoom link for breakout rooms. Harshad and his team will be easily available for you to reply to questions. The calendar invite link is also there in case you want to fix a meeting later. Now let's move on. Passwords are must in case you want security. But many admins feel it as a headache. What if there was a password-less technology or a method by which you still have the same level of security? Vineet from Zapron. You're on mute, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Start again, no issues. That's Vineet from Zapron.
Over 2.3 billion personal records were exposed online last year, and over 80% of such breaches resulted from stolen employee credentials. Hi, this is Vineet, and Zapron is here to solve this exact problem with our Zero Trust security solution. In today's hybrid work environment, CISOs are facing three major challenges. First, user passwords that are vulnerable to cyber attacks. Second, legacy security technologies like VPN that are no longer effective for cloud applications. And third, application data security that is at risk with personal devices entering the corporate environment. To address these pain points, we launched Zapron. Zapron is a SaaS application based on the security philosophy of no trust, always verify. It combines three powerful features. First, PKI-based passwordless access to applications. Second, robust user and device security controls that are suited for both cloud and on-premise applications. And third, AI-based continuous risk analysis to detect any security threats in real time. Our solution benefits both IT admins and employees as we completely replace VPNs and offer a seamless access to applications without the need of any passwords. In number terms, enterprises get an ROI of 240% with Zapron in just 3 years and avoid over 4 million in potential losses resulting from a typical data breach as per IBM. If we talk about our product roadmap, we are currently working on zero trust use cases for users and applications, but we'll be adding support for IoT and cloud workloads soon. We also plan to launch our own key management solutions by the end of 5 years. In terms of our competition, we are a zero trust player. However, our features do overlap with authentication and IAM providers. We differentiate from them in 3 major ways. First, we do both user and device security controls. Second, AI-based passwordless technologies give admins full control to revoke any device in the case of a breach. And third, we do continuous risk analysis to detect any security vulnerabilities in the system and flag to admins in real time. With the adoption of cloud-based technologies, the global zero trust market is growing rapidly and is slated to reach 126 billion in the next 10 years. North America currently accounts for the largest market, and Asia Pacific is the next fastest growing, mainly driven by companies in India and China. We have a SaaS subscription model and offer 2 plans, ZT Lite, suited for startups and mid-sized companies, and ZT Premium, suited for enterprises. Our global retail pricing is $10 and $20 per user per month, respectively, for these plans. Our target buyers are CISOs and CIOs in tech startups, mid-sized firms, and enterprises. Initially, we plan to focus on 3 sectors: IT, BFSI, and manufacturing, starting in India and then replicating the same approach to expand globally. For sales, we are doing both direct outreach and partnerships with system integrators and management consulting firms. Currently, we are doing trials with 4 companies, but have a healthy pipeline of customers that have expressed interest. We also plan to launch our solution in the US by the end of this year, mainly driven by our partnerships route. We are currently on track to generate revenue in the next couple of months and aim to achieve 50 million in sales by the end of 5 years with a healthy EBITDA margin of over 60%. We are looking to generate 600K capital that will mainly go towards product development and marketing. With that runway, we will generate a revenue of 500K for the next 12 months. We've already secured 20 lakh in investment from IIM Calcutta Innovation Park. Talking about our team, Sachin and I bring relevant experience of 30 years in networking, identity protection, and management consulting. Andrew is our technical mentor and currently a CISO in a data analytics company in the US. So in summary, with Zapron, you get zero trust access to applications from any user, any device, and any location. Thank you, and look forward to hearing from you.
The pop-up screen are on again. The fintech people would love to give feedback, I'm sure. And those investors who are interested in fintech, the breakout room link is there in the chat box. And for all of you, the calendar invite link is there so that you can reach out to Zapron whenever you want. I'll pause for a few seconds for you to fill up. Let's move on. Spices. What a magical word in Indian cooking. But a product which has not had any kind of disruption for decades. What if there was a startup which said, it'll be fresh, it'll be ground, rediscover spice, Yogil startup.
Thank you, Murli. 1 lakh crores. That is how much was found buried in the vaults of the Padmanabha Swami temple in Kerala. The riches of this temple, the holy wars of 11th century Europe, and the colonization of India have one thread that connects them all. That connection, gentlemen, is the spice trade. And it has made more fortunes for men than any other commodity in history, and it remains so. Allow me to tell you why. Branded spices constitutes 37% of the entire packaged food business in India. It is growing at 16% and is expected to be a 50,000 crore business by 2025, offering margins of over 50%. This is the reason why in just the last 3 years, 6 acquisitions have taken place in this area, including private equity players getting into spices. The business is, however, ready for disruption. It has seen zero innovation since the last 70 years when MDH and Everest introduced factory ground powders. The industry still follows centralized grinding that offers zero traceability, leading to rampant adulteration, intermixing of variants, death of our native varieties, and most importantly, what reaches you is not fresh. It is ground at least 3 months, usually over 6 months back. And by that time, it has lost most of its real pungency. Net, while our country produces the world's best spices, what every Indian gets to eat every day is no better than flavored husk. It is often adulterated. This is true even for what is sold by India's biggest spice brands. Now, how do we move away from centralized factory grinding and create a traceable solution? We have worked on this problem for 3 years. During this time, I visited machine manufacturing hubs of Coimbatore and Ahmedabad, only to be told that spice, due to its nature, needs heavy industrial grade grinding machinery. After nearly 2 years of trials, we now have a way to pre-process the spice and allow it to be ground in very small machines, while retaining its texture, flavor, taste, and aroma. The patent for this process has been applied, it is published, and it is awaiting the final approval. So what does this mean? Number one, we can now distribute spice grinding to small, clean grinding stations closer to the customer and move away from factory grinding and all the associated issues with it. Second, at less than 5 lakh investment per grinding station, the grinding facilities can scale dramatically across the country. Number three, we can grind and deliver fresh, direct to customers, also build repeat business through spice subscriptions. And lastly, all this through a process that is visibly transparent. Customers see the spice being ground in front of them. This transparency allows us to promote India's native spice varieties such as Bedgi chili or Salem turmeric, which also offers higher margins, thus putting a stop to commoditization and rejuvenating India's rich spice heritage. We have a pilot going on Amazon for some time where all our products are rated 4 stars and above. 80% of the business today is from repeat customers. In product trials, 100% customers say that our products are better than what they have been currently consuming and what they get in the market. And they would be happy to recommend them to friends and family. Right now, we are focused on core spices. The current range that we offer is below. What you see there in white is our actual packaging. We shall grow the business through franchising. An investment of less than 5 lakhs can yield up to 20 lakhs in profit per annum for both the franchisee and for Fresh Ground. The franchisees would create product awareness and availability in their local areas, with Fresh Ground providing ready-to-grind whole spices, packaging, machinery, the digital infrastructure, and umbrella marketing. This distributed entrepreneurship model also has potential for women empowerment and a positive social impact. The demand generation is through digital and print media promotions and below-the-line activities in apartments and organic stores. Word of mouth plays a critical role in our business, hence guided product trials, network marketing, and referrals. And lastly, since it is a monthly subscription product, we intend to do retargeting both via social media and inside sales. And this is beyond the global sales model. Our aim is to build an MRR of 10 lakh in the next 12 to 15 months. For this, we are raising a seed round of 4 crores to be spent on advertising, marketing, tech infra, and to launch the franchise program. This is us. I set up and ran the inside sales business for IBM's analytics division across Asia Pacific before starting Fresh Ground. I'm an alumni of NITK and IIT Delhi. Ramakrishna, my co-founder, is a third-generation entrepreneur in the spice trade. He hails from Bedgi, the chili capital of Karnataka. He is ex-Siemens and an alumni of the San Jose State University. To sum it up, we have a habit-forming food that addresses a very large existing market through an innovation that is scalable, deeply disruptive, and firmly rooted in the Indian tradition. We look forward to your support. Thank you.
Wow, spices. Wouldn't you all love to give feedback on that? The pop-up screen is on. The breakout room link is there in case you want to talk to Yogil. He'll be delighted to explain his product to you again. Also look at the Calendly link in case you want to have a meeting fixed in the future. I'll pause for a few seconds so that you can fill up the links as per your choice. Now let's move on. We all remember our days when we wanted libraries for books and we wanted safe places to study. But in this modern digital world, is it possible to combine both? Here's Dilip from Libby with a solution.
नमस्ते। उठो जागो तब तक मत रुको जब तक लक्ष्य की प्राप्ति न हो जाए। Libby learn by yourself is empowering students. During preparation, we prefer to go to library. It's all because it's very well equipped and conducive environment to study and read. Every year, 4 crore students sitting for different competitive exams here in India. 77% Indian households lack study infrastructure. 30% students face problem of motivation and anxiety while studying alone. These students lack proper study plans. In addition to that, homes and PGs are full of distraction. To solve this problem, Libby helps students to discover and book desired course study facility on their fingertip. We onboard these course studies after extensive quality check. Students can discover, pay, and book on their fingertip, and post completion, they share ratings and feedback back to the platform. Libby is also a platform for community to do networking and discuss doubts. We are live with our MVP through which user book desired course study facility. To bring stickiness and engagement to the platform, we will be live with our features like Libby Queues, Libby Study Plans, Libby Q&A, and Libby Marketplace. We aim to make Libby as a service ecosystem using partnership and integration with edtechs and coachings. We'll bring programs like Libby Mentorship, Libby Mental Health, credits, and placements. Our value proposition being on-demand access to course study facility. Student can discover highly motivated study partners on our platform. We are available 24/7. For the operators, we are strictly following weekly payment settlements and committed for transparency of transactions. We are first of its kind platform through which students book physical course study facilities, co-working like WeWork, which is good in infrastructure, but expensive for the students. Virtual course study rooms like Study Together, like Social Connect. We started our journey with market research from Jaipur to Jalo. We touch base tier 1 to tier 3 cities to understand the user behavior. For the users, like we got in touch with 2,000 users and 5,500 plus course study operators. We launched our MVP in August 2022. Right now, we are having 250 paid users to our platform and 154 course studies having a network of that. 15,500 seats are available to be booked and having 8 lakhs GMV rate annually. We are after $600 million serviceable obtainable market. Our go-to-market for students is simplest: partnership with coachings, doing field marketing student-dominated areas like T points and outside coachings. We will be taking help from digital marketing to run ads on Instagram and Google. For the operators, our team go one-on-one and post negotiation and doing business agreements, they onboard to our platform. For our next phase of growth, we would like to explore synergies between schools and underutilized government libraries. This is very beautiful article published in the Indian Express that state India's 70,000 public libraries and its untapped potential. For the next 2 years, we will be focusing on occupancy, retention, and expanding to the newer geography of Kota and Delhi. We are projecting profitability in the year 2025 Q3. We are raising 3 crore, which will give us runway for the next 24 months. Since we are live with our MVP, we would like to put in our money into the customer acquisition and brand building. Parallelly, we would like to put in our money into technology to have product-led growth as well as operation. Meet the team of hustlers. I, Dilip Parmar, graduated from IIT Kharagpur, ex-Rapido, works on product and strategy here in Libby. Bhavesh, graduated from IIT BHU, ex-Spini, looks after marketing and business P&L. Dharmender Jindal, graduated from IIT Kharagpur, looks after backend technology and architecture. We are funded and backed by directors and CEOs of different firms. Hence, it gives you confidence we are the right team mix to build this particular business. IIT Startup is our accelerator partner, and we are backed by Rajasthan government program called iStart. To conclude my presentation, I would like to share our vision. Libby will empower 40 million students, build a brighter future. Thank you. Looking forward to meet you all in breakout room.
उठो जागो 4 करोड़ लोगों के लिए एक मौका है और उस मौके के फायदे के लिए फीडबैक दीजिए हमें लिबी जो पॉपअप आपके सामने है. And for the others, there's a breakout room where this team will be eager to give you feedback. Otherwise, please fill up the Calendly link so that you can get in touch with them later. I'll wait for a few seconds so that you can give whatever kind of feedback or go to the breakout room or fill in the Calendly invite. Let's move on. We all love to play. But when we play or take to sports, we want coaches. Is there a way by which we can marry both coaches as well as sports? Is it possible in today's digital era? Or is it something which is way beyond our imagination? Here's a startup, Atwin, giving us a solution.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is a well-known fact that sports provides tremendous benefits, be it health, social, or psychological. However, sports ecosystem is fragmented and unorganized. There is a plenty of sports talent, but doesn't find right guidance. Academies and coaches as well looking for right talent to coach. At Atwin, we are creating a sports ecosystem for academies, coaches, and players. Hundreds of academies are present in every corner of our country. Just in Bengaluru, there are more than 700 academies with around 10 coaches and 250 players on an average. More than 90% of these academies do not use any technology. Most of their backend processes can be automated. Coaches spend bulk of their time on selling, collecting payments, and time allocation. Majority of players find it hard to find the right coach at the right price. Atwin partners with academies to manage their operations and provide discoverability to increase their customer base. Atwin works with independent coaches to increase their customer base by increasing their visibility. Players can choose coaches based on their credentials. Academies and coaches can define structured programs for players and track the progress. Sports is trending due to higher health consciousness and increasing career options in sports. There is a major opportunity in organizing a fragmented sports coaching industry. Technology adoption can bring efficiency and scale to the business. We offer web and mobile app for end-to-end backend operations management. We leverage social media to expand our reach and generate demand for partner academies. Players can easily find the desired programs or request for a new program. Players can engage with multiple coaches by joining a program with specialized sessions. We differentiate with competition in our product and business offering. We partner with academies and coaches, give choice to players to choose the coach at right price. Total addressable sports training market in India is around $2 billion. We are targeting India market in first phase, where 65% of population is under the age of 35. Phase 2 is for global expansion. Currently, we are addressing supply side via B2B model, where we are onboarding academies and their existing players. Academies pay us monthly subscription fee for active players and commission for new player addition. There are multiple revenue models that we will introduce as product features are developed. Today, we are operational in Bangalore with 5 academies onboarded. In next 3 years, we are onboarding 300 academies. Our focus will be Bengaluru for next 1 year. Then we'll expand to 3 cities and will reach 7 Indian cities in next 3 years. A major focus is on developing features to streamline and organize sports coaching business. We'll introduce features to build an ecosystem where every sports enthusiast has a login at Atwin. We are going to increase active players to 120,000 in next 3 years by signing up 300 academies in 7 Indian cities. Last 1 year, we spent on building the product. Product development along with business development is going to continue for next 3 years with primary focus on getting product market fit and increasing revenue. We will be profitable by 3rd year. Our major focus is on customer acquisition and executing product roadmap. To execute our business and product roadmap, our ask is $300,000 for 2-year runway. I have 20 years of experience in software product building. I am a yoga instructor who plays multiple sports regularly. Vidya handles our software development and she has 20 years of development in web technologies and database management. Bhaskar is a marathon runner, well connected in running community. Saurabh is founder and CEO of Unitech and guide us on business aspect. I invite you to be part of our journey to create a sports ecosystem for academies, coaches, and players. Looking forward to meet you all in the breakout room. Thank you.
We just observed that active tracker that many of you have started giving feedback. A couple of you have also gone into breakout rooms, and there are quite a few calendar link invites. Thank you. We request you to encourage all the startups by filling up this pop-up form. It won't even take you a few seconds. There's also a breakout room link. Lalit will be very keen to answer your questions. And in case you need some time later, the calendar link invites are also on. I'll give you a few seconds for you to fill up the breakout room links and calendar links in case you so need. Now let's move on. Electricity bills, energy conservation is a topic of global importance. But can we do something so that we have a simple device which reaches every home? A device based on analytics and sensor, perhaps? Yes, startup, Yantram Electronics, Manish.
Hi, good afternoon. Carbon footprint and energy efficiency are getting increasing attention everywhere, leading to growing emphasis on saving resources such as electricity. At Yantram Electronics, we are making an end-to-end solution, a connected platform for resource monitoring and optimization. There is a big problem ahead of us, whether it is residential, educational, commercial, or industrial complex. There is a growing need to reduce the consumption of resources such as electricity. This is echoed by the people who we have talked to. However, they do not have the visibility into the consumption patterns, which is necessary to do anything about it. And the consequence of this inadequate visibility is the problem of missed efficiency goals. And to solve this problem, we are creating an integrated sensing, analytics, and optimization platform. It has sensors to monitor parameters such as electricity, environment, and location. These sensors send data over the network to the cloud, and the cloud enables visibility, analysis, and reporting. And then data-driven informed decision-making leads to efficiency. And as we have all seen, what gets measured gets improved. And there's a big market ahead of us, and it is in early stages right now. Based on the analysis of urban India, there is an available market of about $1.35 billion. And the serviceable market of medium and large complexes is about $400 million. And if this company can achieve 25% market share, that makes it a $100 million opportunity for the company. To take this market opportunity, we have started our product line with energy meters. These are compact and easy to use, and they provide real-time energy consumption data. These are typically installed near the equipment or the place that is being monitored. And we have many more low-power wireless sensors in the pipeline. These are all purpose-built with deep integration of hardware and software, and that makes it for a very competitive product offering. And combined with the cloud software, Our customers can get the insights and the data that they need to make informed decisions. And this can be very powerful. We have seen that energy analysis helped us achieve 30% savings in water filtration costs, and scheduling analysis helped us reduce 8% cost in access load fee. So our business, it offers two things. One is the devices and the data services that go along with these devices. The devices are offered at one-time payment, or they can be offered as a service. And each device comes with data analytics, which is provided as a services subscription, either monthly basis or annual basis. And to go to market with this, we have two aspects. One is, of course, the product, and second is the sales side. In the product roadmap, we are in pilot testing right now, which will be followed by field trials and then the broad market. Our sales engagement strategy is to work with property management services and later with system integrators. And initially, we are doing all direct sales engagement and so that we can learn more and more about our customer and market through direct feedback. And over time, we want to scale and build very, very strong web presence with videos, webinars, newsletters, etc. Behind this is a very experienced team. I have 15 years of experience with Texas Instruments and total 20 years in electronics and semiconductors. Ashish Garg is the founder of Multisense IoT company, and he advises on technology. And Sanjeev, who has decades of rich experience in sales and strategy, he is advising us on the go-to-market side. With this team and our innovative products and services, we will achieve profitability in 2 years. And in 5 years, we will have a profit of 12 crores over a revenue of 30 crores. And to achieve these goals, we need investment for next 24 months, which will require 4 crores. These funds will be invested in building the team on the R&D side, as well as the sales side, as well as the working capital, which will help us build the devices that will be installed in the customer premises. To summarize, Yantram Electronics is driving efficiency and sustainability with world-class electronics that are engineered in India. I invite you to come and speak to us. Thank you.
The pop-up screens are on. Fill it up. Feedback is needed. The breakout room links are also on the chat box. Calendar link invites are there. Encourage you to give feedback and reach out to the startups. They'll have a lot more to offer than what they're presented in just 4 minutes. Now let's move on. Environment is the topic across the world. There are ESG compliances norms across. But can we do something so that even the smallest of companies can streamline the compliance requirements? Oh, what an idea for a startup. Zeiss Shamantmurthy.
Thank you, sir. Recently, you may have heard of a very large asset management company which was being fined 5 million euros by the EU for ESG greenwashing. However, this could have been largely avoided had they had a reliable software application to compile, analyze, and report authentic ESG data. Hello, everyone. I'm Shamant, and I would like to introduce you to our brand, Zeiss. Zeiss is a B2B platform aimed at transforming ESG compliance, not just for companies, but for entire value chains. And we aim to do this through data collection, auditing, and reporting. ESG, or environment, social, and governance, is a form of reporting that has become very critical due to recent regulatory changes and investor mandates globally. But despite being so critical, the European Commission still finds that over 60% of ESG claims are unauthentic or greenwashed. And for these, companies can be fined anywhere between $6 million to 10% of their global annual revenue. But why is this the case? Now, ESG reporting as a practice has a lot of challenges. And the most important one is that there are no reliable tools to collect authentic and accurate data from within companies and supply chains. Today, it is mostly done manually, which encourages falsification of data to get favorable reports. And if these are your problems for a single ESG framework, imagine dealing with multiple investors and clients who ask you for different frameworks and standards. Even with companies spending an average of $125,000 each year on ESG reporting, current solutions are still laborious, slow, and error-prone. And we are here to offer you a timely aid in the form of our platform, Zeiss. With expert inputs and customer feedback, we have curated an advanced software that enables you to autonomously compile data by integrating with ERP and MIS systems of not just your company, but your entire value chain. Zeiss also authenticates each data being collected through the source authenticator. It also offers you flexible reporting as a module to help you handle multiple ESG frameworks simultaneously. And through these value adds, we intend on saving an average of over 3,000 productive man hours, translating to $100,000 on your reporting costs each year, as has been observed with our current test cases. Though Zeiss is designed to be sector agnostic, for our beachhead and POC, our very specific target customers include automotive and fashion enterprises in India, following with the EU, that have at least 250 employees and 40 million in revenue. Now, a good to have qualifier for our EU clients is if the enterprises have a well-defined sustainability goal for at least 2 tiers of their supply chain. Our global market is valued over $200 billion, while our core serviceable market is a little over $50 billion. Taking a look at the competitive landscape, we differentiate ourselves from existing players such as Diginex and Plan A through automated data collection and through digitized internal audits. Also, while these existing players are focusing on firm level offerings, we are offering a value chain wide solution to enterprises. Having spoken to over 40 ESG professionals globally and based on their willingness to pay, we have adopted a SaaS model for revenue and a user-based licensing mechanism for our pricing, wherein our average account size stands at $30,000 in the European Union. Having started in the August of 22, we are through with the development of our MVP and have onboarded 8 pilot clients for a closed beta. Going ahead, on the product side, we are incorporating ERP integrations and our own federated learning model. While on the GTM front, our strategy is to build partnerships with financial institutions and ESG consultancies. Through these, we target to convert 162 global supply chains by the December of 2024. This is our team. We have Sharik, who is the former CEO of a tech firm called McKinsey. He has had extensive experience in building B2B software applications. He has taken a successful exit from the firm and handles technology for us. Second, Shamant, I have completed my MBA from IIT Bombay and I handle business. Finally, we have Navneet, who has had over a decade's experience in core ESG consulting, and he is our domain expert. Our ask is a sum of $1 million, which would be utilized for product development, client support, and scaling up our business development initiatives over the next 24 months. And based on our current pipeline, over the next 24 months, we expect to reach an ARR of $3.6 million. Thank you. We welcome you to join us in transforming ESG compliance for global value chains.
So for one last time, the pop-up screen is on. We encourage you to fill up this pop-up. We also encourage you to fill out the breakout room link. It's a topic of huge importance. It's environment, you have compliance, which can be solved. You also have the Calendly link, where which you can reach out to Zeiss at your convenience. And now hand over you to Anjan.
Good afternoon, good morning, or good day to wherever you are. I'm Anjan, part of the core team of IIT Startups India. Along with me, we have Pradeep Bhargava, who's the president of IIT Startups India, Umesh, Soni, Tirumala, Abhishek, Pramila. A lot of us have put in a lot of work to make this happen today. It's been a pleasure seeing how our startups transform themselves in the 16 weeks they've been with us. It's amazing. It's just amazing. And let me tell you that transformation itself gives a great pleasure to the entire organizing team. and seeing them change the way they started and what they are today. And this would not have happened if I don't thank the tireless effort which has been put up by our mentors, our expert panelists, and all the well-wishers. It's a culmination of the 16 weeks today, what we are seeing today. And it's my pleasure to say that we have had about 150 participants for the seminar today. And what was more important is almost all of them stayed right through the entire session. I would like to thank all of you and also the members of the press today. I know going through all these calendar links and the webinar links and all those things is difficult. So what I propose is, what you can do is you can just go to the IIT Startups website. There's a landing page, but before that, you also have the homepage. If you go to the homepage, you'll find a link which will take you to the demo day details of today. And if you scroll down below, if you click on the link and scroll down below, you'll find the links for individual startups and their breakout rooms. You can easily reach out to any of them and just join them and just talk to them. And I'm sure you would find something amazing with each of them. Believe me, I never knew there could be so many different variations and so many new ideas which can come up from startups. And it's been I would say, a awakening for me also over the 16 weeks on how things can happen. And what I would say that, okay, we have had quite a few members of the press today. I would like to thank all of you. And this whole endeavor would be pointless if we don't get some amazing people who can help these startups in their next journey. In the list today, I saw quite a few people whom I know, and I'm sure they will help our startups in going to the next level of the journey. And I thank all of you. And please see how you can partner with us. We are more than open. This is a not-for-profit organization. We're always looking for volunteers, whether as organizers, whether as mentors, coaches, or even you can help in sponsorship or working in looking at the startups and looking at giving internship, whatever way you feel like, just reach out to me. My number is given. You can reach out to us in Team India at iitstartups.org, or you can send me a direct mail or call me up anytime. It will be a pleasure to discuss and take things forward with any of you.